everybody, welcome to the Waldock Way. I'm Jessica. Today's video is going to be a look inside one of our brand new novel studies. This one is for How to Train Your Dragon. Now the only thing that you need in addition to the novel study is the book in some form, paperback, hardback, ebook, or audiobook, whatever your preference is. You just need to be able to read it. Inside the novel study, you're going to find lesson plan overview. This tells you what chapters to read each week and what activity you're going to do each of the 5 days. After that, you have cross-curricular connections. This is one of my personal favorite parts about the novel studies because it really helps bring the book and what you're reading to life. So there are at least 2 different ideas for what you can do to bring the book to life, covering math, writing, social studies, science, art, as well as music. There's also a page where your child can keep track of their favorite quotes while reading this book. And then we get into weeks 1 through 5, which is really just the work that we're going to be doing while reading the book. So for each week, you're going to be covering the chapters that you've read, and you will have copy work that your child will copy. And then this is like a teaching point. So it's going to tell you what to notice, what to pick out, or teach some sort of grammar, spelling, or figurative language skill. Then there's going to be vocabulary. Now the activities are going to vary, but there will still be vocabulary each and every week. There's going to be some kind of creative writing or drawing. Again, the activities will change, but it will still be writing. So this week we're going to be inventing a new species of dragon that would live in Hiccup's world. There will be comprehension questions that cover the chapters read. This week it's short answer. And then a summary of the chapters that you read that week. So let's go ahead and look at week 2. Again, we have that copy work with a teaching point. Vocabulary, this week we're going to be looking at the definitions in the dictionary. Writing, we're going to be writing a diary entry from the point of view of Toothless. Comprehension, this week it's true and false. And then our week 2 summary. And that kind of repeats for weeks 3 and 4, just with varying activities. And then when you get to week 6, after you've completed 3, 4, and 5, you will start doing kind of a full book type of activities because you will have finished reading the book in week 5. So you have things like a word search, a crossword puzzle, designing a new book cover, drawing a picture and describing the setting of the story, identifying the theme of the book and finding examples that support this theme, plotting the story in detail, choosing your favorite character and doing an in-depth character analysis, writing a book review, whether you recommend or don't recommend it, doing an in-depth book and movie comparison, as well as having some really great book and movie discussions. Then there is a figurative language activity, so you're going to learn the different styles of figurative language, find some of your own examples in the book, and then do a hands-on activity. So for the hands-on activity, there are these principal cards that have all the different types of figurative language on them, and you're just going to lay them out for your child, and then use the 20 examples that we found from the book, and you will have them sort them. So for example, if that one was a metaphor, if that one was a hyperbole, they would just sort them with the correct cards. Then I've also included an answer key for that. There are final project suggestions. So once you have completely finished, you can have your child do one of these. These are optional, but if you just want to go one step further, they can do something like create 3D characters, do a puppet show, write a newspaper, create an alternate ending. Just a few examples. And then we also have an answer key for all of those activities that you did weeks 1 through 5.